Good morning, everyone. Pete here from Sea of Tranquility. Welcome to another edition of Blu-ray and DVD Pick of the Day, or Blu-ray or DVD Pick of the Day, I should say. Usually it's Blu-ray/DVD Pick of the Day. Today we've got a classic performance from December 1970. Emerson, Lake and Palmer, otherwise known as ELP. Pictures at an Exhibition, the special edition. This is the DVD set here. Released back, when did this come out? I don't remember when this came out. Doesn't really matter. Came out within the last 10 years or so. From Eagle Vision, our favorite folks over at Eagle Vision, who have released so many stunning Blu-ray or DVD sets. I can't tell you how many releases I have from Eagle Vision, or Eagle Rock as they used to be known by. Eagle Vision is their kind of like a video division. But man, as I look up in my stacks, so many of them. So many Eagle Vision releases. And this is one of a few that they've released for ELP. So, of course, this, is the big production that ELP did at London's Lyceum Theatre, December 1970. All right, of the very, very famous Pictures in an Exhibition suite. Here's the full performance with some bonus stuff. Okay, so, ELP at their big bombastic best, all right, doing their kind of classically inspired symphonic rock, okay? At their core, ELP took like elements of classical music, fused it with rock. Out came their symphonic rock style. Of course, led by the amazing keyboard talents of Mr. Keith Emerson, who is like, shines all over this performance. As you know, many of you know this very well from the LP or the CD of the same name. Obviously, here you get to see it kind of as it's happening. You got the promenade, the gnome promenade, the sage, the old castle, blues variation, promenade, the hut of Baba Yaga, okay, the curse of Baba Yaga, the hut of Baba Yaga again, the great gates of Kiev, take a pebble, knife edge, and rondo. That's the main performance here. Okay, performed spectacularly. I mean, just these consummate professionals, virtuosos. You've got, like I said, Keith Emerson on his wide array of keyboards, Hammond organ, piano, and all sorts of other things. You've got, of course, Carl Palmer on the gymnastic drums, and Greg Lake on bass and vocals and occasional guitar. As a bonus here, you've got from the Pop Show in 1971. The Pop Show was from Belgium. The Belgium Pop Show, which is obviously a TV show. Here they perform, there's a little bit of a band interview to start it all off with, and you've got Rondo, Nut Rocker, Take a Pebble, Knife Edge, the always incredible Knife Edge, Blues Jam with Nut Rocker, and then the original film trailer has another bonus feature. So let's take a look at, all right, so this is the case of this bad boy. And then you'll notice here the booklet, okay. Looks a little familiar, it should. Kind of take an homage from the actual LP release. There's the guys. Lots of information here. And then, that's also very good too, by the way, the Isle of Wight. I almost grabbed that one today, but I decided to go with Pictures in an Exhibition. So, for a film that's surprisingly, it's surprisingly for a film that's so old, quality's pretty decent on this. Okay, because, we are talking 1970, so it's 50 years ago, long time ago. But, the band is young and hungry and just absolutely going for it. And I think, there's a little, when you look back at some of the kind of rock and music films from back in that time period, some of the different way of shooting live musical performance as opposed to today, which has all these quick, like rapid motion shots, and it's just like, for people who have to have constant engagement, constant change. Here you get the cameras, sometimes they weren't always on the right musician based on what was been playing. Sometimes they stayed too long on certain players, whatever. It is what it is. It's kind of a sign of the times there, but, the different camera styles and editing styles and things like that, but, or directing styles, I should say. As someone who went to school for TV and radio production, kind of forgotten all my terminology back in the day, but, this is a great one. This is a great one. A band, like I said, just fresh on the scene and really, really knocking it out of the park. ELP, Pictures at an Exhibition, the special edition DVD set. So check it out if you haven't. That is my pick of the day. Got my Brain salad surgery, thanks to one of our loyal viewers. Thank you so much for sending it. I really appreciate it. I'm wearing it proudly. This is on the web at www.seatranquility.org. We're on Facebook, we're on Twitter, of course, we're here on YouTube all the damn time. Coming up tonight, was supposed to be yesterday, but we had to do a little reschedule. So Mike Antonelli's coming back on the show to join me. We're going to kick off a new show theme going forward. So the new show is entitled Iconic Band Lineups. And for our inaugural episode, we're going to talk about one of the most iconic lineups of all time. None other than Jimmy Page, Robert Plant, John Bonham, and John Paul Jones, otherwise known as a little band called Led Zeppelin, right? So here we're in this show, we're going to look at, we're going to be doing these periodically going forward. We're going to look at like certain bands who have had like at least one lineup that was completely iconic, where all of their members, I don't want to say four because it could be five, could be three, are just absolutely icons on their instruments or whatever, and together they made up like, you know, a legendary lineup. So it could be a band that had multiple lineups, but one of them is the one that everybody remembers, or it could be a band that had one lineup all throughout their history, okay, or one through most of their history, and that's the one that people really remember, and take away any one of those guys or gals, and the shit just doesn't happen, right? So that's kind of what we're looking for to do in the show. This is just more of a discussion program about why that lineup was so great, about why, talk about all the members and how each one contributed and how together they made the greatness that was that band and that lineup. So that's kind of what that show, it's more of a discussion type show. We're not going to sit and, you know, go through albums and all that kind of stuff. It's more of talking about how those guys together made magic. Okay, so stay tuned for that. That'll be coming up tonight. And tomorrow morning, we've got Martin Popoff coming back on the show for a deep cut dive into Uriah Heep. Okay, I'm looking forward to that because Martin and I are both big Heep fans, and a lot of albums, a lot of cool, popular songs and songs that most people know from Heep, but we're going to go deeper than that, and each going to divulge 5 recommended tracks from throughout their catalog for you guys to check out. So stay tuned for that, all right? And we'll see you real soon. Take care. By the way, next week, got a real superstar coming on the show next week, okay? Big stuff. Just waiting to kind of batten down the time and all that kind of stuff, but an interview with a big-time player in a pretty notable band coming on the show next week. I'm pretty psyched for it. So news to come on that. So stay tuned. All right. See you soon. Bye-bye.